everybody, and welcome back to HomeSMP. I'm Sunraven, and we are here in the shop I built last episode, Raven's Big Wood, which I'm happy to report is selling really well. People seem to love coming over and buying my wood. I even said last episode that I thought dark oak wasn't going to sell well. I was wrong. It is currently selling the best of all my woods. So we're going to need to restock that real soon. Also, we have a friend. This giant boy over here that Happy built for his plant shop. His eyes move. If we just wait a second. Just wait a second. And there we go! Look, his eyes move! He is adorable. Happy did ask for permission to build it next to my shop, and I said that was fine, but it does make my shop look real tiny. So maybe we need to do a little bit of landscaping to make my shop pop a little bit more and not get lost in the shadow of this cutie. But I've actually been unwell this week, so I haven't done a lot of recording, and so much has happened in the shopping district since then. In fact, we have this guy over here, the challenge cube, that I hopped on and just built offline while not recording. And this guy will be pumping out secret challenges for hopefully the whole of the season. We're just trying to get a backlog of challenges now, and I will be pulling out my first one later this episode. Although, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I really need to have any extra challenges, seeing as I keep giving them to myself. A wither, huh?
Yeah.
I'll put a wither with you. Should have probably made a too wide thing. That might have been a bit better.
Oh, sorry.
Ah! Ow! No! Oh, my stuff isn't gone. Can you give my stuff, please?
I don't have anything.
Did I seriously just lose all my stuff?
I think so. Sadly.
Really? Please don't joke with me.
No, I don't like.
Oh, that was everything! No! But ignoring all the time I spent trying to get all my gear back, we actually need to head back to my base because we have some important business to deal with. I have some theories I need to share with you all. So, now that we're back at my base, it occurs to me I have not told you guys what my plan is for this season. So I would like to rectify that now. And it all kind of comes down to this area. I know I wanted to build on a cliffside this season, and Happy and I, as I said previously, really fell in love with this one in particular. And I wanted to practice my terraforming and just make this a really lovely place to live. However, as much as I fell in love with it immediately, there's something kind of funky about this place. Now, if you remember my previous seasons, Season 2 of HomeSMP, I meddled too much and may have summoned some eldritch monsters. And then Season 3, I guess I meddled too little, and ended up being observed as part of an experiment. So this season, I am watching everything, and I mean everything. We're paying attention to all the goings on here. I've been making lots of notes, sort of taking on the role of field researcher, sampling the population around here, looking at the animals, the insects, paying attention to the plants. And I think I know one of the reasons why this place has felt strange. Now, bear with me, okay? This is a dark oak biome. So there's a lot of dark oak trees. That's just how the world generated. But I don't think the dark oak is really meant to be here. Started taking it down. That wasn't right either. And I think that what's happened is we have this monoculture of sort of dark oak trees. And I think that's just not what the land wants, you know. The biodiversity is low. There's not much wildlife. You know, as far as plants go, there's some grass and there's the big mushrooms. And I think, well, I've built up a theory that there used to be a different kind of tree here. That perhaps this dark oak wasn't always meant to be in this forest, and it's perhaps an invasive species. So to test that theory, let's let's just plant a few spruce trees and see what's gonna happen. Why do I think the dark oak isn't supposed to be here? Well, some of it's a feeling. You can tell when nature is out of balance with itself. A few plants and animals growing prolifically and stamping out other life. Species starved and suffocated, driven away by these parasites. But even here, the earth holds onto memories. They cling onto old bones, dig themselves into the soil composition, and make shadows in the divots of the land where waterfalls used to course. Whatever happened here, the land's been festering for too long, taken advantage of by these dark oaks. And I can't just leave it, knowing what I know. All the pieces are here, ready and waiting to blossom anew. I have to ignite that spark. Coax back the biodiversity and the wildlife. Awaken the tall, quiet pines to rule once more. Well now, that already feels a bit better. It tells us a lot closer to how this land used to be, or at least how it wants to be. A little bit wilder, a little bit less tamed, a little bit more random, a lot more diversity in life. It looks gorgeous as well as the sun is setting. Just look at this place with the moon rising. I'm hoping that it will eventually cover the whole of this cliffside before stretching out into the distance. My estimates put it at probably being 300 trees in the end. It's currently at 20 trees. Happy and I have been keeping count inside the house here. 20 trees have been planted, so we will continue with our reforesting efforts. Technically, we're deforesting to then reforest, but sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta cut back the invasive species and replant those native pine trees. Also, Happy has been building up a lovely little ground terrain here with some looping, winding paths and a fun mix of a bunch of different blocks that I don't usually get to build with, such as mycelium and podzol and the rooted dirt, which looks just lovely. We also have the new bushes and the new dry grass and a lot of mushrooms. Although the mushrooms do keep multiplying, so might need to cull those a little bit. We have a long, long way to go, but honestly, I already love just standing in it and looking up into the trees. Oh, and now it's raining. Although, even the rain is a bit nicer in this forest. But with that being said, we can't dilly-dally too long because we have some challenges to get to. Oh, is that a Happy I see? It's like someone's beating me to it. Hello? Did you just pull out a challenge?
Hello there. No, I haven't pulled out the challenge yet. I'm just, writing a replacement. So I can put one in when I pull one out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, you put one in first. Nice. Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I explained
it's
this.
in the rules. Did you not write the rules?
I did write the rules, but I haven't told the people yet. I briefly mentioned this at the beginning of this episode, but yeah, I haven't actually gone inside and shown the YouTube. Ooh. Okay, all people have put signs up here. We all have 0 challenges completed so far.
Yeah, well, would have been weird if people had points already, considering we start today.
True. Today's the first day. I'm very excited. I feel like luck will have me just pull out the challenge that I put in.
Probably.
That's what's going to happen immediately. But yeah, okay. I should make some more books. Yeah.
Yeah. Should I press the button? Do you think it's time?
You can be the first person to pull out a challenge. Go for it.
Ooh.
Challenge claimed. Maybe I need to add a voice sound to it.
Yeah, this is one of mine, so immediately.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. Better luck.
Okay, drum roll.
The second time.
Yeah.
Go.
First try. Silence is a good sign? Question mark?
Okay. I've not written this.
Okay. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I think I can do this. I mean, I have to do this now that I pulled it out, right?
Yeah, you have to do it. You can also, I guess, put it in the failed pile, but
no, I don't want to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna have my written challenge here. I'm gonna throw in the replacement.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, this is exciting. Okay, and I guess this is what my challenge is.
Is it interactive? Does it involve other players in some way?
It sure does.
Nice. That's good. That's what we want.
That's
the
what we want.
rules. So yeah, people are
the
following
rules.
the rules. Yeah, exactly. If I see one, it's in here that's like, you know, eat 1,000 spider rides, I'm gonna be like, guys, this is not interactive.
Yeah.
Unless it's
collect all different kinds of tropical fish.
I know Topsy was threatening to put that in. I hope she has not done that.
Yeah. Hasn't.
Here, I'll quickly write a new one to replace the one I'm about to pull out.
Yeah.
Although I'm hiding it, you guys can't see. You're not allowed to see it. It's a secret.
My viewers
I'll
can't
blur
see
this out.
either.
I'll just I'll just put your face in front of what I'm typing.
Amazing.
So that they just have to look at your face and not at what I'm typing. It took too long to write a task. I'm being attacked. Okay. Right, that's added in.
Nice.
Now I get to pull out my first challenge. It's gonna be one I wrote.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let's see.
You can just read over your shoulder.
No, don't read over my shoulder. Okay. This is secret. This is a secret task.
Okay.
I actually quite like this challenge. This is quite a good challenge.
Ooh. Do you have a plan on how to execute on your challenge?
I think I actually pulled out a pretty easy one to do. I don't know if it's gonna be easy to like complete the secret part of it. Like someone might call me out on it. But I think the actual task I'm doing for the challenge is easy. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now that we have some privacy, let's look at our challenge and see how we're going to do this. So we need to write and send a heartfelt poem to another member on the server, but have it addressed from a different person. You fail if they guess the real sender is you. So, first things first, I don't want to send this to the person who wrote the challenge, and I'm going to bet that this was either Happy, Topsy, or Slime, which means I'm not going to pick one of them to send the letter to. I could be completely wrong. I could be totally wrong, but that is my assumption, is that it's one of them. That doesn't mean I can't use them as the from, though. But who do I want to send a letter to? A heartfelt poem. Who do I feel like would be a very heartfelt person? I know that Chin is very enthusiastic. I feel like Chin would definitely write like a heartfelt poem. Well, okay, maybe not okay, wait, no, I just realized it says heartfelt poem, not letter. In my brain I had letter. No, it's a heartfelt poem. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna do a poem to Chin addressed from Topsy. That's what I'm gonna do. So, okay, while I write this heartfelt poem to Chin, addressed from Topsy, you guys can watch me struggle to build a bamboo farm. I mean, struggle is, it's more a space issue, honestly, but I created my own space issue. Either way, it took me longer to build this bamboo farm than I had hoped it would. What? Why did you break? I've done it. I have written this poem, to Chinny. I shall now welcome you home in the form of this little poem, because oh, what a delight that Chin should come online tonight. You bring with you such earnest joy, laughter ready to deploy. You brighten up each biome, leave them sweet like honeycomb. Truly a server-wide win that we should have ourselves a Chin. Love, Topsy. It's not the world's most perfect poem, but it will do just fine for these purposes. I just need to figure out how to get it to Chin. And the easy part would just be to drop it off straight at her house. But I wonder if we make it a little more complicated than that. Can I set up a system where it has to go through multiple people's hands before it ends up at Chin's house? I think I can. Let's set up a system where it has to go through multiple people. Also, I kind of want somebody to sign it, but I can't sign it or it will show up as my account. But okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan, right? The plan is, let's get ourselves an empty sugar box. Okay, so if we have the book here, I'm thinking if I put a coin in here, and then I need to leave some instructions. So if I get a piece of paper, can I write some instructions on a piece of paper? Hang on, let's find some paper. Also, what's happening over here? Hype appears to have punched a hole in this wall. Is he doing something over here? Oh, he's made a fern farm. Oh, nice. That's useful, actually. Well, we need that for our trees. Okay. Argent, please sign without reading and deliver to Chin. Take coin as payment. Please sign without reading. Deliver to Chin. Take coin as payment. Then I have that book and quill, which says to Chinny. So this needs to end up at somebody's house then. Who do I want to sign it? Who's going to be online? I'm going to put this in... Okay, I know Slime wants a mailbox. I just need somebody to deliver this to Slime, put it in Slime's mailbox. So if I get Slime to sign it, I shouldn't make it go through too many people or it will take too long to get to Chin. So I think... No. I'm going to throw more people into it. Okay. I'm going to put this box outside the house. And address it to Happy from Slump. I'm going to throw Slump also under the bus. Actually, no. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna throw Slumber to the bus. I'm gonna address it to both me and Happy, but if I can get Happy to deliver it, but it's addressed to both of us, then hopefully that will throw the suspicion off my tail. I'm making this way overcomplicated, am I? But it's very exciting though. I'm very excited by this plan. I just need an item frame. I need another coin. And I need some signs. To Happy. Thanks. Slumbered. Happy and Raven. Please deliver Slumbered without opening. To Slime's mailbox. Take one to Salmon. Thanks, Slumbered. Is that convoluted enough? So Slime can open this and just click sign without reading. And then a sign from Topsy. So that should be enough of a wild goose chase. Hopefully Happy will see it when he logs on later today. And I won't be here, so luckily that'll cover up my tracks and the fact that, oh no, I haven't seen it. I have not been, I've not been online. I've not been online, Happy. I've been away. I mean, people are gonna be suspicious because that's a wild, convoluted way to do it, but it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Either way, I just really mentioned the bamboo farm that I built up. I actually wasted some extra time on it, trying to get the bubble column to stop losing items, and I wanted to quickly show you guys what I did. I don't think it's a particularly novel solution. However, I'm pretty pleased with it. I was having issues with the items always getting stuck on the hoppers. Maybe this isn't a problem anyone else has, and it's just a me problem because I keep trying to build redstone contraptions where there's like no space, and then my bubble column is just squeezed in there. But either way, I always have this issue, and it's not, the losses aren't that big. It's probably like average of 5 items per stack, but it kind of builds up. So what I've done here is I've aligned the hitboxes of 2 boats so that when items go into the dropper and into the bubble column, they run into the boat's hitboxes, which means that they're perfectly aligned in the center of the bubble column and therefore do not get stuck on the hoppers. I probably spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours this morning getting this set up, trying to figure out how to make it work. I've just aligned them with some iron bars so they don't get pushed out of the way. And it works surprisingly well. It's surprisingly effective. I did have an issue initially placing both boats, but luckily that was solved with placing them both down out of one dispenser and then just nudge them around until they're in the right space. That was my solution in the end. So a little bit of finagling, but I'm pretty impressed that it actually works. So there you go. If you're struggling with items getting stuck in bubble columns, boats are the answer because they're 1.5 blocks wide. So they you can put them in the right place to help align the items. But yeah, there we go. Otherwise, it's a fairly simple bamboo farm. A little bit hard to show off in this space. With a flying machine over here that's just timed with an observer. And then I've got rails, which is also timed when the flying machine goes over here. Not only does it trigger it to send back over to the other side, but it also sends a line running all the way down to the rails and sets those off. And in typical Raven redstone fashion, there are all kinds of janky corners. Like, for instance, this edge here, where I couldn't trigger the final rail because there was unfortunately a bubble column here. So I had to pass it through an observer with a delay over here. So this one just gets sent off after the others, but it works, okay? Nothing wrong with janky redstone so long as it works. Which I think is the moral of the story for all redstone that I do. Like, it works, okay? This setup all works great. It's just probably not the prettiest or efficient way to do it. But either way, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and start stocking bamboo, both the regular bamboo and bamboo blocks in my shop. So, oop, the hitboxes are still on. In my shop, so hopefully the other members who want to buy bamboo can now buy themselves some bamboo. But yeah. Okay, so our challenge should be completed. We just have to wait for that to be sent. Which reminds me, actually, speaking of sending things or collecting things or satchels, I actually have something really exciting. It's a total non sequitur. I actually have something really exciting to show you guys. If I just go over here and make this up really quick. This should now work. It does! I have made something very exciting to help me with my field research and collecting items. Look at it! Look at it! It's a little satchel! So I can collect all of the plants and samples and everything. And any notes that I might have, I can put them in here. Hee. It also has a design for when it's filled with anything. Here, let me show you. There we go, look! Got papers and flowers. There's even a spyglass on the back. Let's see if I can show you guys that. Oh, there you go. So yeah, I designed this in Blockbench, and then I had Happy's help turning it into a texture pack and getting it on the server. But look at it. I love this thing. It's going to be very fun to put things in and carry things around. Here, if I switch it to the other hand, then you can see the other side. Whee! Yeah, this is going to be very fun. I think it'll help us with our research. Which reminds me, we should probably go take some more samples now that we have our pine trees in and see how the woods are doing. However, as far as this episode goes, that is all we have time for today. In the next one, I plan to do a lot more work on the surrounding area and maybe some more work on the sawmill. I've got some waterfalls I'd love to install. So if you want to see more of that, make sure you stick around. But for now, I've been Sunraven and you've been amazing. And if you like this episode, make sure you give it a like and a comment. And, make sure you guys take care of yourselves. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye! To the woods, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods.